10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And welcome.
Hello.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Super Bowl of podcasts, episode 20.
Well, technically 21.
Technically, if you don't include the special, episode 20. If you do 21, I'm calling it 20 because it was special, it didn't count. So,
It
welcome
counts.
to the level unlocked.
Do you know how much fucking work I put into that shit?
Oh, me too.
It
But
fucking counts.
it doesn't count as one of the numbers.
It fucking counts.
Oh, you're a bum. Get out of here. Anyways, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Level Unlocked podcast. Tonight,
Hello.
it is myself, Mr. Captain Geach, Captain_Geach15 on everything, Captain Geach15 on the gram, and next to me, Mr. James People I Hate Studios, and People I Hate 10 with his goth eye flap thing there. Do you ever want to call that?
I don't feel anything other than pain.
Going back to the emo stages.
Yeah, going back to my emo days, man.
There you go.
Did I ever tell you this story about when I was like emo? When I was an emo kid?
No, I think you mentioned it, but
I probably mentioned it. I was trying to bang this one girl in like high school, and she was like emo, so I was like, I guess I gotta be emo too. You know?
I used to have
I gotta be emo too.
I used to have Justin Bieber hair.
Hair?
I did. I
You
dyed
used
it.
to have hair?
I did used to have hair. No, I actually had long hair. I had the Justin Bieber swoop.
Yeah, I think I saw a picture of you with that.
I dyed it blonde. It was a good time. I did dye my hair black too once. I don't know if you remember that when I was trying to start wrestling.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that.
And I dyed my beard black too, and then I shaved it all off like the next day because I thought it was fucking stupid. So, tonight there is no Mr. Jeff Schroeder, Splash Screen Gaming. He is MIA off having a life.
Dead.
He probably is presumed dead. Hopefully he's being resuscitated.
We will send out a search party. Never.
Yes. F's in chat for our deceased member. What is he on?
Jeff, yeah, he just posted on my Twitch, working on it.
He is, so he is alive, so the paramedics were able to,
God damn it.
What?
Maybe he posted this, before I was on, like, a timer. No, I'm just saying. I was just thinking, god damn it, I'll have to fucking completely rechange my, my, shit on Streamlabs.
Now,
yes, come on.
Oh, you can't.
Fucker.
We don't have to change it. It's fine. So he did
No,
get.
what if he's in the fucking middle, and you're on the left? You know where I have all your shit.
None of you guys are ever. I'm under Splash Screen Gaming, so I never change mine. You're always right, but
I'm always on the right.
Yeah, Schroeder and me always flip flop. So sometimes he's under Captain Geach, I'm under Splash Screen Gaming. So, but yeah, so the paramedics did resuscitate him, so he is alive. He does have a pulse. So he's trying to pump the blood currently, trying to get on. So it's
live, damn it.
We need you, Claire. Claire. So welcome once again. Thank you for everybody who has listened to us over the last 21 episodes, 22 if you include part 1 and 2, the one I split up, but we won't do that.
Yeah.
So
we won't do that. We don't talk about that.
21 episodes, 320 downloads.
Yep.
300,
we didn't hit that
the 350.
350.
But we came close though. We did. We didn't hit that 350 mark though, but
they ran out of juice in the deep fibs. Jeff says.
Shit.
Fuck. Shit.
We gotta send the ambulance.
Quick, grab the morphine.
Yep.
Shove the morphine right in his heart.
We gotta get the
adrenaline.
We gotta get the adrenaline shots, guys.
Adrenaline shot right in the chest. Just
Fuck.
right through that.
We gotta go grab him. Where's Maze when you need her? fuck, man. Hopefully he can get that shot in time so his heart doesn't
Yeah,
explode.
hopefully.
What's that movie with Jason Statham where he has to
That's-
keep fucking doing drugs and shit and like electrocuting himself?
Oh, fuck.
It's not Speed.
No, Speed is Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Um,
'Cause basically,
fucking hell.
if his heart stops, he dies. So he has to like get hit by a car. He has to electrocute himself and do crack and a bunch and everything else. Is it
Here,
called
let me see,
Adrenaline?
No, I don't think so. Here we go. I'm gonna look it up right quick. Crank.
Crank. Yes. Those movies
Thanks,
are fucking
Jeff.
hilarious.
He's alive enough to post to my chat.
he's barely holding on. It's what's keeping him
Barely
alive
holding
right now.
on.
He's barely holding on there, but he's getting there. That's fucking hilarious. But yes, anyways, 320 downloads. Thank you guys very much for that. Huge kudos, international. Mr. Worldwide's, Misters Worldwide.
We're
Mr.
like
Worldwide.
Pitbull.
We are
We're just as big as Pitbull.
exactly
At this point, I think.
100%. We am.
It's when you watch hentai without any subtitles and you understand what's going on.
Speaking of hentai, I watched the
You've-
interesting one yesterday. It was I don't remember
Did
what
you?
it was. It was
Oh,
something about a
fucking-
vampire. I have to find the name, but essentially it was this the girl was a half vampire, half succubus.
Nice.
And basically the only way she could survive was off of this one dude's stuff. And if she didn't have that, so every day during
She needed his baby juice.
exactly.
Is what you're saying.
She'd come over during breakfast. They would leave college in the middle of lunch randomly because she needed lunch, and she'd come over during supper because she needed it. That was all she ate. Was that filled her up? Amongst some other interesting things that
Amongst
happened.
other
So,
things.
but it was quite
His
intriguing.
giant cock.
So, they accidentally got walked in on during one scene, and two other guys joined in. So,
Interesting. So I think I've gotten to the point in my life where like I watch like hentai or porn just for the acting, man. Just for the story.
it was a very intriguing story, I will say.
I just want to see the absurdity.
Oh yeah, I 100% agree. But yeah, this was a good way to start the podcast talking about hentai and aka porn. But nevertheless, we never said the word porn. So if you're thinking that, shame on you.
Well, you just did.
I did.
You
but
just said porn. Fuck,
did.
I just said porn. Damn
I
it.
said it again. No, we watch hentai for the storylines. God damn it! It's
We
like
do.
anime. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Except
like-
there's a little bit more penis and vajeeds.
Exactly, and huge boobies that shake in your face.
Hey, you know what?
So James, how's your week been other than Tuesday, which we didn't really talk about our weeks, but how's everything else been?
Pretty. Still recovering from E3.
I feel you there.
Recovering from all that shit. I did play a few things. I played Roller Champions. I alluded that a little bit in the last episode. I streamed it a little bit. That game is fucking great. Me and Acid were playing it one day, and when I was streaming it, and I was like, "This is really good." Like, it's not $60 good, at least at this point.
It's not free
Before-
anymore, right? The beta's done, right?
Yeah, I think the beta's done. You have
That's
to wait until the next beta.
That's what I thought.
But yeah, no, it's like if it's $30, I'm snapping that shit up instantly.
Do you really think that games would be 60 though? I think it would be 20 or $30.
I think it's gonna be 30. Like, I
Really?
can't see this being 60.
I don't think so either.
I think it being like Rocket League
yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah, I don't see it being that super expensive.
Me neither. I've been working because I'm gonna have a bunch of days off, so I've been kind of working straight for a while.
Yeah, that's the only thing I
That's-
hate about having fucking vacations in the middle of the week. Because you literally work like
yeah,
8 days straight, and then it's
Yep.
like, now I'm on vacation. It's like, ugh.
yeah. Then you're like fucking exhausted through your entire vacation
Oh, yeah.
because you're recovering.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
definitely.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have like 8 days off in a row starting Tuesday.
That's what's up.
So I'm gonna be streaming a lot more. I'm going to be streaming a lot more. I'm going to be recording a lot. Maybe one of these days I'll get to that Katamari Damacy rerolled review. Can I just say, okay, so I finished the script. All right, I finished the script for it, and I sent you the first draft of it. All right.
Yeah.
And so it's like 1:00 in the morning, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to bed. And then you text me that you're reading it, and I'm like, okay. So I try to fall asleep, but then I'm like, oh fuck, he's reading my shit. I wonder if he likes it. What does he think? Is it trash? Does he think it's trash? I don't know. So I'm literally awake in bed, just staring at my phone, waiting for you to text me. Because I'm like, I am so fucking nervous right now.
But no, whenever he releases it, make sure you guys do go watch that video. The review's gonna be really good. It's really really in depth and it's fucking hilarious too. Some of the parts. So you're very welcome.
Thank you. I just need to get off my ass and actually record some B-roll and stuff for it. Maybe that's probably what I'll do while I'm on vacation. I'll probably do it all, edit it, everything. And then maybe this Saturday. Yeah, let's say Saturday I'll upload it. Who knows? Whenever I feel like it, it'll go up. I also, because there is a nice sale going on the Nintendo shop, the eShop, I bought Hollow Knight.
Really?
Now, Walker, have you ever heard of Hollow Knight?
I have, but I've never played it. I've heard of it.
It's really good.
What is it?
Our buddy Mike, he told me about the sale. It was like $7.50 on the Switch. I'm like, sure, fuck it, I'll pay it. I'll buy it. So it's kind of like a Metroidvania style side-scrolling action adventure.
Okay.
So basically, you're having to go. You're in this like this town, which is the only town left in the world, that's inhabited at least. And underneath the town, there's supposed to be like this other like grand city that's full of everyone's hopes and dreams. But there's a lot of this like noxious gas down there that kind of turn the people into almost like husks.
Oh, okay.
So you kind of have to go down there and try to snag up everyone and try to get to the city and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. It is classic like Metroidvania, right there. It's really good. I definitely would recommend it to anyone who has. I don't even know what all it's on. I know it's on PC. Hollow Knight. Yeah, I know it's on PC. I know it's on Switch. Is it on anything else? Okay, so it's on the Nintendo Switch, Windows, Mac OS, Linux, Xbox One, and PS4. So there's no fucking reason not to buy it. What the hell are you doing?
I'm looking up. I was just curious to see what the top of my head looks like, and I legit have no fucking hair anymore on the top of my head.
Does that?
I don't know. It just made me think about it.
Who fucking does that while streaming?
I'm showing the people what wearing a headset does to your head after a long period of time if you don't get hair extensions.
Bitch, I'm talking.
Sorry.
I'm trying to tell a compelling story about a game that I really enjoy.
And I was
over here fucking
I was paying attention.
Fuck all.
I was listening to the whole thing. I was just looking at my hair. I got no one watching me anyways. Oh, then my Mark got on and gave me an F for my F in chat for my receding hairline.
everyone spam F in chat for Walker's receding hairline.
Dude, I legit, if you literally draw a circle, it's like the old fucking man head. So fucking depressing. It's so thin.
Jeff says we don't even need hair, right?
It's the goddamn headset, man. It's like my hair is so thin on top because of wearing this all day. Like I just need to get wireless earbuds. Sorry, anyways, go ahead. Keep going.
But yeah, I'm probably about a good 2 hours or so into it. It's pretty good. I would recommend it.
How are the graphics?
Beautiful. I mean, cell shaded or like kind of hand drawn, almost art style. Cell shaded. It looks very dark and grim and yet colorful at the same time. It's really good.
It's good. Schroeder said I look like Little John from Robin Hood. With the ball.
Friar Tuck.
Friar Tuck. I like it.
I rocked that at one point.
Did you?
Back in like freshman year of high school, I think. It was back when Tim Tebow did it.
Okay, I got you.
And I rocked that, and I was like, yeah. And everyone's like, wow. I can't believe you did that.
That's funny. So how's everything else going? Did you get Did you pre-order Final Fantasy VII? I don't remember if you said you did or not.
I don't think I did. No, Mitchell pre-ordered the
that's what it
stupid
was.
expensive edition.
Yeah, Mitchell did. So yeah, for those who don't know, Final Fantasy has a really expensive collector's edition. It's $320.
No, don't say it. Don't say it. Have them listen to the other podcast.
Oh yeah. So yeah,
we talked about it in the last podcast.
We did. But well, did we mention that Mitchell got it though?
Yeah,
that one?
we
Did we?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
I remember clearly.
Yep.
Yeah, and then I went to round 1 yesterday, last night. That's
did.
why I can't. That's why I got on late. With you and Miller. I had some fun.
Do you have a go-to game in there? That the arcade thing? Or you just kind of play whatever?
My go-to game is the bar.
I like it.
That is my first stop there.
It's like, do you not play any games though?
I do, but my first game is beer.
That's true. So have you been to a Dave and Buster's?
I'm still in a minor league. I'm still a minor league alcoholic. I'm trying to make it to the big boys, man. I'm trying to make it to major leagues. I have been to Dave and Buster's.
So, comparison of games from round 1 to Dave and Buster's, because I've never been to round 1 because they fucking opened it 3 days after I moved.
well, when you come up to Erie,
oh, we'll definitely go.
We're definitely gonna have to go.
Oh, 100%.
We're gonna have to get a bunch of people to go. So there's a lot of stuff that are only available at Dave and Buster's. Well, quote unquote, only available at Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
Also at round 1. There's a lot of I mean, it has a lot of shit there. Like, it has a bunch of pool tables.
Doesn't it have a bowling alley?
A bowling alley. It has a karaoke room.
Do a lot of people use the bowling alley?
Oh yeah, it was packed yesterday.
I wasn't sure.
Like every lane was packed.
Is it like a glow? Is it since like an arcade? Is it like glow bowling?
They have they have certain parts where it's glow bowling.
Nice.
And then it's just there's a lot of games that are like, you know, hey, get the tickets. Like carnival games.
Does it actually have actual tickets that come out, or is it all in the card?
All in the card.
Okay, I figured. I think the only place that has tickets now is Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese or like amusement parks.
Oh yeah, I don't even know if music. I don't even know if music parks have them anymore.
I think Waldemere still does.
Do they? Because
I haven't been there in fucking years, but I wouldn't know. But I think they do.
Because I know a lot of places are going away from it because it's just 10 times cheaper just to put it on a
hell of a lot cheaper.
Dude, I remember going to Chuck E. Cheese and having to fucking count every goddamn ticket that you had. Before they came out with the things that you put the tickets in.
And it just counts it for you.
Yeah. Dude, that was well, even Dave and Buster's, when they first came out, they had the tickets. And so you literally had to carry them. It was a nuisance. But yeah, we definitely have to go though. So you like it though, don't you?
I love it. I go there all the time. I did win a new stuffed animal.
Nice.
Because I'm still. You know what? I was fucking drunk. I had beers in me and an empty stomach. And you know what?
They have food too, right?
They do. Expensive food, but they have food. Mike won he was doing this one claw game, and there was a giant Kirby plush, and I wanted to win it. And so I'm like, bitch, I'm gonna win that Kirby plush first. And doesn't he win it before me? And I'm a little upset. Yeah. So I ended up winning right after Mike Zach did, and I got me this. It's a little sushi animal thing.
Okay, I get it. That's fucking hilarious.
So there's one that was smiling, and then there's this one that's doing the meh face. And I chose the meh face because I feel like it encapsulates me more appropriately. And I like how my my lights go a little bit like cooler.
I do
like
that.
Whenever I pull this up and I pull it down, it gets a lot warmer.
Changes.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It changes the color of my lights. Of the camera picking up the lighting.
Give me 2 seconds here. I think my son's trying to come inside my house with his friends, so my dog's freaking out.
come inside your house with his friends.
Eh.
But yeah, so yeah, one of the games I really like to play, they have a whole corner dedicated just to like Japanese shit, and that's kind of my go-to, and a bunch of my friends go to. Other than hey, let's try to spend a shit ton of money trying to win these stuffed animals that you can get for dirt cheap anywhere else. Um, yeah, there's games like Groove Coaster that's really good. There's this one extremely Japanese game that I have no idea what the name is. It's another rhythm game. Some fighting games there that I sometimes pop on and play. But for the most part, it's like, there's an Initial D racing game. So I get to what I like to call drink and drift. I usually drift around corners with a beer in my hand. So that's fun. That's great and all. Um, Other than that, I mean, I really haven't done much else. Child screaming. Child continuously screaming. Might have to cut that out. But yeah. So
Sorry.
I was saying you might have to cut out the child screaming.
I figured you'd be able to hear it.
Yeah, oh yeah. Here, like, it's right next to me.
He's mad 'cause he
but-
wants to have a sleepover with his friends, but he has school.
Ah, rip. Rest in pepperoni.
He doesn't
Okay.
understand that yet.
What, rest in pepperoni?
No, the school concept.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so that was really it. That was the extent of my week.
Oh, good shit.
What'd you do, Walker?
1 second here.
All right. I mean, we already waited a while. I was rambling on by myself. It was pretty awkward. Pretty gosh dang awkward, I must say.
Oh no, I do apologize. Anyways, my week, nothing too overly interesting. Me and Miller played Call of Duty. You were hanging out with us yesterday. That was the first time we played that in a fat
fucking
minute.
forever.
They added grind back. For those who don't know, is from Black Ops 2. And it's a giant skate park, so that was kind of cool. And
Reminds me of Tony Hawk.
yeah.
It makes me sad that there's no good Tony Hawk games anymore.
So I'm still not sure what the hell's going on with my stupid Police Academy stuff. One tasty Snickers. Anyone else shook by the Animal Crossings being for the Twitch being announced?
For the Switch?
Yeah. He said, is
I
anyone
mean,
else shook about Animal Crossings for the Switch being announced?
I
Fucking
mean,
epic.
I was hyped about it last week, and I'm
Oh,
still
yeah.
super hyped about it this week.
Yeah, we talked about it on one of our other podcasts a couple days ago, but it's pretty fucking epic. I can't
I'm
lie.
hyped for it. I love me my Animal Crossing.
No, I agree with you. Anyways, someone's FaceTiming you and I don't know what the number is. Sorry.
Nice.
Anywho, yeah, I still don't know what's going on with the police thing. So, like I had told you guys, I had withdrew my application after I knew I wasn't gonna be physically fit to do it. Me jiggling my fat and camera for those who are watching the audio only version.
Watching the audio only.
Yeah, exactly. Watching their screen.
Well, actually, hey, all these I do believe get uploaded right to my YouTube anyway.
That works. Yeah, so do mine. I noticed that.
I needed to like delete.
Speaking of YouTube, we have our Level Unlock podcast website linked to the YouTube that we make, so the audio only version gets uploaded to YouTube as well. I just found that out.
Do we have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, we made one. We just never done anything with it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who you are. Stop calling me.
I completely forgot.
Sorry, I'm not gonna answer you. I don't have your number saved on my phone. This person's called me like 6 times. It's a Erie PA number.
Weird.
So I'm assuming it's probably a relative or somebody I'm supposed to know, but I don't. So if you're watching this podcast, I'm sorry. I don't know your number, so I'm not gonna answer. But anyways, so I withdrew my application. I applied for a not community service, but what the fuck's it called? Uh,
Are they
oh,
FaceTiming you
it's
again?
my brother. Answering, he needs help. Hang on a second.
Okay. Let's see here. What can I talk about? Yeah, Animal Crossing looks pretty sweet. We got some news on Animal Crossing later on in the show. That's pretty rad.
Sorry. Apologize about that. I'm guessing he's calling from his girlfriend's number. Anyways, so I withdrew. I applied for it's like basically it's a helper of some sorts. It's free. I can't think of the fucking actual word. Community
Assistant.
no voluntary job.
Volunteer. Policeman. Fighter.
Um, but it's a volunteer job. Basically, I'm a volunteer police officer where if I'm given an area of the community to kind of patrol on my free time. And I kind of go around, I volunteer, I do my own thing, and if there's like a traffic accident, I can help point traffic,
Direct traffic.
release
Do
police
that, go this
officers
way.
from doing their actual job. So I applied for that. The lady emails me, um, tells me to um, get my fingerprints. So I emailed her back, said, okay, I got my fingerprints. I want to withdraw from the actual police academy. I'm not gonna be fit. She says, okay, cool. We'll we'll withdraw you. Um, and we'll go from there. I was like, okay, awesome. So I didn't hear anything. Didn't hear anything. Um, yeah, police volunteer is what
There
it
we
is.
go.
Police volunteer. So So I email her, hey, I withdrew, blah blah blah. The lady says, hey, I'm gonna forward your email. She forwards my email. The lady who got my email, hey, I got your email. I'm gonna withdraw you. Okay, cool.
I got your email. I don't have your email. I have your email. I don't have your email.
So she says she withdrew me, so I don't think anything of it. I eat like shit, don't do anything, and then I get that email like 2 weeks ago saying, "Congratulations, you have been accepted for the police academy fit test."
Yep.
Son of a bitch.
Loving it.
Luckily I fucking checked my email.
Good thing you
Because the next morning was a mandatory practice. So then I go there. So that was Saturday. I got the email congratulating me. I've been accepted. Saturday. That what was it? Monday or Tuesday of this week or something like that. Monday or something like that. I got an email saying, "Hey, I'm processing your withdrawal. It's not going to affect your volunteer." I'm like, okay. And this was after I get another email telling me what time my test and my actual fitness test are scheduled. I was like, okay, so you say you're gonna withdraw me, but I got an email confirming my 2 appointments. Like, is that gonna fuck anything up for me applying in the future? Like, I don't want to not show up and my application wasn't withdrew because you didn't answer me last time for like a month. So I emailed her back asking her like what the fuck's going on, and then I emailed 2 other HR representatives what the fuck's going on Thursday morning. I didn't hear anything Friday. Obviously I didn't hear anything Saturday, Sunday. So I'm hoping I hear something tomorrow or the day after. Because the written test for the police academy is this coming Friday.
Oh boy.
Yeah, the written test is this Friday. The fitness test is this Sunday, so 1 week from today, at 6 o'clock in the morning. So
Good shit. Good time.
I'm hoping I hear something, because
I hope so too.
if I show up and they're like, "You're not in the system anymore. You withdrew," and if I don't show up, hey, you're still registered. Like,
Why the fuck didn't you show up?
So that's kind of the bullshit that I'm dealing with now.
Yep. Gotta love it.
But that's pretty much been the majority of my week. Toronto
by the way,
Raptors
Rock.
won the NBA Finals, for those who didn't know.
They did.
What's
By
up?
the way, Walker, happy Father's Day, man.
Thank you. Yes, for anyone listening who is a father uh, of a person, a father of an animal, a mother who plays both roles, happy Father's Day to you too. For
You know what?
anyone listening,
Happy any day to you.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Happy any day. We are every day is a day to celebrate. 'Cause it is a joyous
Yep.
occasion. Every day is don't take it for granted. Some words of advice
Yeah.
from the Jarrett.
Any day we could just poof be
Exactly.
gone.
Asteroid hits the world. The Yellowstone National Park explodes. Aliens
Mhm.
attack. Like
You know, anything.
anything.
Anything can happen.
Anything can really happen.
You
Um,
get swallowed up by a black hole. Yeah,
exactly.
you don't know that shit.
The
You know,
rapture can happen sometime here. It's supposed to happen a couple years ago, but
we're
um,
just on borrowed time at this point.
exactly. All these apocalyptic things are supposed to happen that haven't happened yet. Y2K, like the world was supposed to shut down.
Yeah.
So
2012.
exactly. So we're only 19 years past Y2K. Okay, people. Like it could happen any day now.
Mhm.
Let's throw that out there. Yeah, 2012, 12, December 12th, 2012. Yellowstone National Park was supposed to explode.
666 was supposed 6606 was supposed to be
Yep.
you know,
Oh six, oh
the
six, oh
devil day.
six. That was another one. That was so there's a lot. Like we've knock on wood survived. So
Yeah.
it could happen. You never know. It's coming.
Thanos attacked.
Exactly. He attacked
You know,
twice.
he attacked twice.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy that we survived that. Um, and remember, we're in the Matrix, so for all we know, that could end any day now.
So I look over at my phone because I hear it vibrate, and my mom texts me. So I got her a nice gift for Mother's Day / her birthday because they're kind of like close to each other.
Yeah.
I got her a Google Pixel 3. You know, I was gonna be a good son because her phone was like fucked. It wouldn't turn on after a while. I got her like an official like Samsung battery for her old like Note 4.
Okay.
So she just texts me. She's like, screen cracked a little. Is it under warranty?
Ouch.
I'm like, that's exactly what I wanted to hear at 10:47 at night. Hey, my screen cracked. What should I reply with?
I would say make it funny. If like, oh, you're screwed. No, I don't know. It depends what kind of. If you're cool with saying that stuff to your mother, but I'd be like, nope, you rest so well. Something funny.
I put, well, sucks to suck, I guess.
Ha! Yes. Fucking epic.
So she's gonna take this one of two ways. She's either gonna laugh or she's gonna get pissed. So
That's hilarious.
We're rolling dice right here. I put LOL at the end, so maybe she'll understand that I'm joking. Oh, she's texting me right now. I know I have the protection. I know I have the protection. Yeah, because I fucking paid for it and I told you.
That's funny.
Thank you so much, Airwalk.
Airwalk.
Just don't know how it works. Okay. Here, you talk.
So I'm currently live as we're talking. The Fortnite Pro-Am is going on, which was crazy stuff.
I should have fucking. I fucking got her like a screen protector too for it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny. The Fortnite Pro-Am is going on where it's basically the top streamers with celebrities. Ninja was teamed up with Marshawn Lynch, which is pretty cool. Who else was some of the big ones? Tim the Tatman was teaming up with Jay from Jay and Silent Bob.
That's pretty cool.
Which is pretty epic. Courage JD was Brendan Urie. There's a bunch of
Fucking Hannibal Buress was there.
Hannibal Buress, yeah, he was up there. There was a bunch of
I love the Eric Andre show.
But Xavier Woods, he was there. There was a bunch of celebrities. Juju Smith-Schuster. So yeah, it was pretty cool. I don't know the guy who won though. I don't recognize his name. Where the hold on, let's see what. Yeah, he wasn't even on like AWOX.
AWOX.
AWOX was the guy's name who won it.
It's kind of a dumb name.
I don't know
must
the
say.
name. Ninja came in 18th.
Ah, suck.
Ninja and Marshawn Lynch. Mark wanted to know if your mom has an appointment for the Geek Squad.
Hold on, I'm gonna. Hold on.
Did you schedule your appointment yet, Mom?
Yeah, I'm gonna give her a call real quick.
No, you're good. So with that being said, we got a bit of a news here. Kind of before we get into the news segment, we'll wait for James to kind of go through here. It's my wife waving for those who are watching this live. Okay, no, go. Shoo. No. Anyways, sorry. My son yelling in the background here. It's a chaotic episode, to say the least. Yeah, we got a bunch of news to kind of follow up on E3 that was took place. Technically, E3 is still going on for those who didn't know. Today's actually the last day. Today is the last day of E3. That is the official last day. My son going crazy there. Doesn't want to get a bath. But anyways, got a lot of this past couple days. Essentially, what the news is, it's after they do E3, they do a lot of behind closed doors interviews with the creators and everyone else that they don't actually air. So if you have time, actually go check those out, because that's actually pretty cool. They give you more in-depth details. Like I have more details on Final Fantasy, the Project Scarlet, Microsoft. So all of them release more information after the fact, which is cool that they do that. Kind of sucks they don't air it while you're watching it, but it is what it is. And as well as, sorry, I'm watching the ending of this Fortnite Pro-Am, which is pretty cool. And also, if you haven't, make sure you do go check out our E3 special. Technically, we have two of them. We have one from Sunday, episode 19, and then we have the E3 special where we only talk about E3 stuff, give our perspective, our input, almost said intake, our input on the games and everything that was released. And we literally did every single one. We didn't do the PC Gamer one because there wasn't really anything special on that, but still worth going and listening because it gives you all the news. But we're not going to talk about it during all the announcements. We're not going to talk about what games and everything were released. So for those who kind of are just now listening and you're not sure what game we're talking about, if you go listen to the E3 podcast, then you'll know what game we're talking about. Because like I said, after E3 for the rest of the week, they release a lot of... Yeah, they have a lot of interviews and stuff that go into more detail of the games and everything like that, and that's when all the extra news and stuff comes out where that wasn't really talked about because obviously they don't have all the time in the world to do so. So make sure you do go check out those that podcast to get caught up on the news. Just remember that James sucks. I didn't realize he had his headset back on. But
yeah, no, I fucking suck at life. Hi, Sam XD. How are you?
So
I told my mom, I'm like, well, I guess you gotta get an appointment for the Geek Squad then. She just said, fuck you.
No, I was telling everyone to make sure they go listen to the other podcast, the E3 special, because some of the news we'll have is in relation to games that were at the conference, and if they have no idea what game we're even referring to, it's because we talked about it a couple days ago. So make sure you do go.
I'm sure with the demographic that listens to our podcast,
they already have.
they probably already know about it.
Yep.
They probably already are pretty familiar with what's happening.
I'm sure.
In the video game world.
I'm sure, but you never know. There could be a
Unless you come here just for your news. Like if you don't go anywhere else for your news, I mean,
exactly.
you know,
Some
you
people
probably
do.
already listen.
So
Yeah, some people do. I'm sure some people do.
and I appreciate you guys who do that. So thank you very much. Thank you anyone who's listening. Like I said, regardless of you listened a minute, 10 minutes, the 3 hours, whatever it may be. So got a wide range of times there, but for the majority, everyone listens to the full thing. So
Oh yeah.
So want to hop into the news?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I can start.
Go ahead.
Okay. So we got some stuff. Someone mentioned Animal Crossing earlier.
Yes.
So we got some news about Animal Crossing.
I don't think they're on the podcast anymore either, which sucks, but oh well.
So the reason why Animal Crossing got delayed is because Nintendo isn't a shit company. So the big reason why they had an interview, this is from Nintendo Life. They were talking about, I think on the Nintendo, or no, IGN's. Doug Bowser was talking to IGN and the CEO of Nintendo of America. He said, quote, the crunch point is an interesting one. For us, one of our key tenets is that we bring smiles to the people's faces, and we talk about that all the time. In our vision, or our mission, I should say, for us, that applies to our own employees. We need to make sure that our employees have a good work-life balance. One of those examples is we will not bring a game to market before it's ready. We just talk about one example in Animal Crossing's delay. It's really important that we have a balance in our world. It's actually something we're proud of. So, what that means is a lot of companies nowadays, they do things like, hey, guys, this game needs to be out in 3 months, but we still need like 6 months of development time.
Anthem.
Oh, well, I guess you're just going to have to pull, 100-hour work weeks. Rockstar. You just got to pull 100-hour work weeks. So get used to sleeping at your desk, which sucks. Like, super big, super hard all the time, every day. But Nintendo is the last beacon of a good company, good major company.
Yep. And that's true,
like,
though.
Yeah, it's fucking done.
It
gets
sucks.
done when it gets done.
And it sucks because a lot of companies do release like the games way before they should be, but they need to get it out now because we have to get it on the market. Like the competition's out. Oh shit, let's get it.
And I guess Nintendo's in like that kind of weird spot where they don't really have competition. You know, their first party stuff, it's in its like own little. Nintendo as a whole is in its own little realm. You know, whether or not, people are going to like buy it, I mean, like, it's not competing with Sony or Microsoft.
Oh yeah.
In the same sense, because it is kind of like this thing over here that's doing its own thing. So we can do whatever we want with it.
Yep.
And everyone knows, like, the Nintendo games, they just fucking print money.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah, that's.
And there's a reason they're so damn good, is because they, you have people who are passionate about their shit. I've read things about Nintendo's like Japanese office. Now, in Japan, it's kind of expected to do overtime. Like, if you're a businessman, you're expected to be there a lot longer than 40 hours a week.
Oh, yeah.
Nintendo's like, hey, man, let's do, 38 hours, 37 hours, 40 hours, sure. That's it. No overtime. Don't. You're paid salary anyway. So, I mean, overtime doesn't really mean anything.
No.
Because you're salary. But it's like, hey, clock in 9 to 5, then you go home. Have a good work-life balance. Which is, it's a sad thing that's such an oddity nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
It's so depressing that that's an oddity nowadays.
Nope. I completely agree.
Next thing is, you remember when Nintendo released the NES Classic Mini?
Sure do.
You remember when Nintendo released the NES, Super SNES Classic Mini?
Sure do. I got both.
You remember when Sony released the PlayStation 1 Classic
And no one
Mini?
bought it.
Yeah, we still have like 2 pallets at work of that when they launched.
Yep.
Like, I don't think we really sold through them at all.
And now
ever.
they're discounted half off.
They're $30 right now,
Compared to
which is a third of the original price. A little bit more than that, because they were originally like $100.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
it's a little bit less.
Then
than
it
a
dropped
third.
to 80, then it dropped to 50, then 40, now it's 30.
Yeah. And now there was like a 1-day sale I think Best Buy was having where if you bought a PlayStation 4 Pro, you got
That was for free, I remember that.
that for free. I'm like, fuck.
I
We're really
remember
trying
that.
to get this shit away. Yeah, so someone else is coming out with a mini console.
Microsoft?
No. The TurboGrafx 16. Do you remember the TurboGrafx 16?
I sure do. I know people that still
Yeah.
have them.
Yeah, so this is from GameSpot. Yeah, Konami announced another mini console is one modeled after the TurboGrafx 16.
Oh my god.
So, do they have a list? No. Prices and release details have not been announced yet, but they just said that hey, it's on its way.
That wasn't even that wasn't even a relevant console.
Not here in the U.S., not as big, but still. Yeah, there's really.
Yay.
Company announced the first 6 games for each territory. Okay, so American and European consoles will have the same library of preloaded games. So here are the games: R-Type, New Adventure Island, Ninja Spirits, Ys Book 1 and 2, Dungeon Explorer, and Alien Crush. The Japanese version also has Dungeon Explorer and Ys, but swaps others for Bonk's Adventure. You know, the kind of reason to buy TurboGrafx is for Bonk's Adventure.
Yeah.
Dracula X,
Okay.
the Kung Fu / China Warrior, and Super Star Soldier. So it looks like, at least to me, it looks like the Japanese version's better.
Oh yeah.
There's really why is it still whoopsie doopsies. So it looks like there's really no reason to even fucking get the American version. Oop, didn't want to do that.
No, not at all.
Pressing the wrong fucking buttons here. Speaking of mini systems, Sega, as we know, is releasing the Sega Genesis Mini.
Yep.
Well, here's from Polygon the entire list, because they just announced the last games not too long ago. So, here we go. The final list is Sonic the Hedgehog,
Okay.
Echo the Dolphin, Castlevania Bloodlines, Space Harrier 2, Shining Force, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, ToeJam and Earl, Comic Zone, Altered Beast, Gunstar Heroes, Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse, and World of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck, both fantastic games, may I add. Thunder Force 3, Super Fantasy Zone, Shinobi 3, Streets of Rage 2, a classic, Earthworm Jim, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Contra Hardcore, Landstalkers, Mega Man The Wily Wars, which actually I don't think was ever released here
Yeah,
in the US.
I don't recall that.
That's basically, it was originally an arcade game. Basically, it was a boss rush where you would just play as Mega Man and you would fight through just different robot masters.
Okay.
Street Fighter 2 Special Champions Edition, Ghouls and Ghosts, Alex Kidd in the Enchanted Castle, Beyond Oasis, Golden Axe, Phantasy Star 4 The End of the Millennium, Sonic the Hedgehog Spinball, Vectorman, Wonder Boy in Monster World, Tetris, which I don't think was ever actually no, it was released, but it's like very, very, very few were released.
Yeah, that wasn't really for that. Wasn't for that console.
No, it was there was very, very hairy situation between the USSR, Nintendo, and Sega. So, I think the gaming historian did a pretty good video on this. Definitely recommend checking that out. Darius, Road Rash 2, Strider, Virtual Fighter 2, hell yeah. Elysia Dragoon, Kid Chameleon, Monster World 4, Eternal Champions, Columns, Dynamite Heady,
Okay.
Light Crusader. Yeah, and that's it. Oh, and they also did I say Columns? Yeah, Columns.
Yeah. What about Sonic 2 and 3?
Sonic 2's there.
No, you didn't say anything. You said Sonic
Yeah.
1 and Sonic 3D.
Sonic 2. Yeah, Sonic 2's there. It doesn't look like Sonic 3 is there, though. Yeah, because out of the Sonic games, you have Sonic the Hedgehog, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, Sonic 2, and Sonic Spinball. That's a pretty fucking good list.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a guy that I never had a Sega Genesis growing up.
No, me neither.
So, but
My friend Josh, and I've talked to him about him before. He actually just texted me this the other day how many games away he is from having every single Sega game in history. He has every single console, including the Sega TV.
nice.
He has every accessory for the Sega. He only needs 40 more Sega games.
Christ.
He's got
What-
495 Sega games.
Oh, Genesis, I'm assuming?
Yeah. Yeah, but he does have every console though. But yeah, for the Genesis though, yeah, 495 games is what he has, and he only is 40 away from getting every single game. I asked, I was like, is there one game you don't think he'll get? And he said Outback Joey. It's a $5,000 Sega game.
Shit.
I was like, better start saving your money. But yeah, 40 games away from collecting every single Sega Genesis game. I wish I had a picture to post on the podcast,
Yeah.
but I'll have to
You
get
should-
one from him.
You should text him and ask him what he thinks about the Genesis Classic.
Oh, he hates
Game
those
list.
things.
But,
I
like,
can already tell.
Just the game list. Like, ask. Like,
Oh, I
you should
gotcha.
ask him at least what he thinks of the game list.
Okay. I
So-
want to get him on the podcast, but unfortunately he has DSL, so he only gets 2 to 3 megs where he lives. It's the only option, so he can't come on. Because he'd be a perfect person to have to just talk about like an episode of Sega.
Yeah, there you go.
Super 90s retro guy.
Me and him would probably get along just fine.
100%.
I would gush about the Super Nintendo while he gushes about the Sega Genesis.
He has all that stuff too. He pretty much has almost every single console.
Oh my god, we can both gush about the Dreamcast.
Yeah. Yep, he's got every.
Yeah.
I'll see if maybe one day he can get it up on his phone like
Nate did.
Nate did the one day.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's got. I'm pretty sure he owns. He doesn't own the new generation consoles.
Okay.
He doesn't like the new. He say only would buy it for if there was something that came out that was spectacular. To him, nothing really spectacular has come out for the PS4, the Xbox One. That like.
Does he have a Switch at least?
I don't know. I know he's got all.
There's some absolute bangers on the Switch.
I know he's got all the Game Boys and all that stuff and classics, and regular NES. He has my original PS1 with the red, white, and yellow plug in the back. That
Oh yeah.
super. He's got my. I gave him my Super Nintendo. I actually gave him that for free.
Nice.
without even thinking of it. I was in fucking middle school at the time, so I didn't know. But but yeah, no, he's got it.
I love the Sega or the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I'll text him and I'll get his input on the list.
Okay, so here's a question for you, Walker.
Yeah.
So he's collecting the Genesis stuff. He's working on a complete collection for the Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
I'm working on a complete PlayStation 2 and Super Nintendo collection.
Yep.
What would be a game system that you would want a complete collection for? Like like space isn't an issue.
Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo?
Yeah, that or the PS1. One or the other. PS1, I feel like there's a lot. I think that would take fucking forever.
Well, hold on. Let me look it up.
So I actually started. A PS. No. A Super Nintendo because I went to a flea market. I got a Nintendo and I bought a Super Nintendo at a flea market. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking start collecting these.
Nice.
Because my original aspirations were I wanted every single game console. I wanted to have a collection of every single one, and somewhere there's a picture, because I told you the story how I got a free GameCube, right?
I don't think you said it on the podcast. I remember you telling me it, but I forget.
So essentially, me and my wife and my mother-in-law went to a yard sale. I walk up to a bag, so I'm like, I don't want to fucking be here. It's all a bunch of baby clothes. I shouldn't have said that because at the time we were having our first kid. Nevertheless, whatever. But I'm not one that likes shopping, so I just get bored really easily. So with this one, I get out. I see a bag of wires. I open up the bag of wires. There's a GameCube in it. The lady walks up to me and she just says, "Oh, that's just a bag of junk wires. You can have it." I'm like, "You know, there's a GameCube in here, right?" And she was like, "What the fuck's a GameCube?" I'm like, "Is that like a game system?" "Yeah, I don't care. Take it." It's like, "Shit, okay." So that's what kind of
shit I live for, man.
that kind of initiated my my wanting to get every single console. So then, like, the next weekend we went to a flea market. I sought out specifically a regular Nintendo and a Super Nintendo. And with the Super Nintendo, I wanted Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Country 2. Holy fuck, are those games expensive? They're each like $60-$70. Even the consoles.
Well, when was this though? Like,
before Grayson was born, so about 5 years ago.
Okay, so that was about the height of NAS collecting.
Yeah.
That was like the height of it.
So I had the GameCube. I had, because then I pretty much found all my old systems. So I had the GameCube, the NES, the Super NES. I had the PS1, which I found. I got a free one. I had my PS2, PS3, PS4, Xbox 360. I didn't have an Xbox or an Xbox One. I found my Pikachu Game Boy Color, the yellow one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I had that. I don't know where that's at now. It's probably worth a lot of money. In storage somewhere. So I put that down. I had my Game Boy Advance, and the Switch wasn't out at the time. So my Game Boy Advance and then my 3DS. So that's everything that I had.
Nice.
And then I moved, and then unfortunately that kind of went to the wayside. But yeah, that would be. I would definitely be interested in collecting Super Nintendo games.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that's what I've been wanting to do, like super bad, is trying to get that. Trying to get a complete collection of that.
It can happen. I know Josh Taylor, for those that's what his name is. He's been working on it for years, but it definitely can be done though.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely can. You just need to be good at looking at it.
Yep. Yard sales, man. Yard sales.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't realize what they have, because that's where you see in the news that this game that's worth $20,000 was found at a yard sale for $1, or something stupid like that, because people don't realize what they have. Which those stories are fucking crazy. It's like, why can't that ever happen to me?
I know, right? But at least with like, you see a lot of that shit on
Wake up.
What? You see a lot of that shit on in like the Pacific Northwest, so like in the Seattle area.
Yeah. Man, I'm fucking sweating.
Let's see here.
when you do that, it makes it look like you're blind. Like fucking like.
Well, the fucking text is so goddamn small. Why is it so fucking hard to find out how many?
Games there are.
Yeah. Someone says that probably over 100 or 900. I mean, I have no fucking idea.
For the PS1.
Chat, somebody help.
Which one are you looking for?
The PlayStation 1. Oh. Care about that. Care. That's PS2. Why are we talking about PS2 in this thread?
All-American releases PlayStation games. No, that's not what we want. Let's see what we got here. Everyone use their Google skills. Looking to see how many games there is for the PlayStation 1. I found a lot of how many games do you own.
Yeah, I know, right?
Where people like are saying how many games they own. Let's see what we got here.
I wish it was as easy as just like, hey. Oh, wait.
007 Tomorrow Never Dies. I remember that game.
Yeah, I remember that too. I have no fucking clue.
Got a bunch of bots.
Not even this. List of PlayStation games. Okay, hold on. List of PlayStation games. There are currently 2,950 games for the original PlayStation.
Bets to start collecting now.
Now, put this into perspective. Here's the list of... Oh, fuck. They don't even have a number. I think the PS2 has like over like almost like 5,000 games or something stupid like that.
Oh, it's probably something ridiculous.
Granted, most of them are like $1, if that.
Oh yeah, nowadays.
Yeah.
Super Bubble Pop. Come on, go back. Let's see what we got here. No, I don't want to go back that far. They're for the Super NES. And the cool thing, Josh, he actually says he listens to every single episode too.
Oh, thanks, Josh. List. Yeah, I know the PS2 has something stupid.
1,758 official releases for the Super NES. 721 in North America. Okay, so yeah, 721 in North America. The 1,700 includes worldwide, including the random ones they released in other countries. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
A lot. But yeah, that's something that definitely.
What? Okay, no, that's not the fucking Game Radar. That's not right. It was like, oh, there's like 1,900 or 1,800 fucking games on the PS2. I'm like, no, there isn't. I thought there was way more than that shit.
What else you got for news-wise?
Okay, so a lot of people are in an uproar with Mario Maker 2 because you couldn't play with friends online.
Wait, what was it?
So you couldn't play with friends online.
Oh yeah.
So a lot of people were in uproar about that.
Yep.
Well, during the Nintendo Treehouse event, they were talking about it, and at E3, and apparently coming out in an update post-launch, you'll be able to. So that's pretty neato. Speaking of Nintendo Switch, The Witcher 3 was announced for the Switch during E3 as well. And they said it was going to be the full game on one cartridge. So the first, with all the expansions, by the way.
Okay.
So what many people were thinking when they first announced it, boy howdy, what kind of resolution is it going to be rocking? Well, here we go. Let's take a look here. This is from our friends at Kotaku. The maximum resolution of the Switch, all right, to put it in perspective, docked is 1080p.
What game was it again?
The Witcher 3.
The Witcher 3, okay. Someone was asking, so.
So docked, the Nintendo Switch can output at a maximum resolution of 1080p, so pretty much standard for pretty much any console. Outside of the dock, when you have it in handheld mode, the max resolution is 720p. So, still, that's fine for it. All right, let's take a look at the max resolution. In docked mode, it's going to be at 720p maximum resolution.
Okay.
It's called using dynamic resolution enabled. So the best it can do is 720, but it won't necessarily be rocking 720.
Oh, definitely not. It's like an upscale.
Yeah, pretty much. Now here's the interesting thing. In handheld mode, it's going to be capped at 540p.
Why would they? I get what reason why they want to release these high-end games to this console, because they want to make it like big. But why such a graphically intensive game if it can't even display like?
And in a good resolution.
Yeah, it's like releasing Call of Duty or something like that, like something crazy onto this console, and all of a sudden it's like, by the way, it's gonna be rocking 420 or 480, whatever it is.
Yeah, you know what? I will be shocked if this fucking game runs at a consistent 30 frames per second.
Oh, I doubt it.
Like, if it can run at 30 frames per second at this dynamic resolution, fucking great, fine. I don't care. It's a goddamn modern marvel that that you're able to put this shit on the Switch.
I'll probably buy it too, Mark. But it's just funny. Mark was like, "I'll probably buy it."
See,
but
I already own it on PS4, so
I rented it. I liked it. Because I remember it reminds me of Madden. So I had Madden. No. Like, let me finish the story. So for the Wii. So Madden for the Wii. It was like.
Oh yeah, I love Madden on the Wii.
But so like I had Madden on the PS2. It probably was PS3, whatever it was. Or it was Xbox 360. I probably
Either or.
Don't know exactly which one. So, I'm like, okay, it's out for the Wii. Fuck yeah! Like, oh, I want to be able to throw. It's gonna have the exact same graphics as the 360. Like that. That was my expectations going in. I was like, oh, these are gonna look amazing. I actually can throw the ball. Fucking rented it. It's super cartoonish animated. I'm like, what is this? And then I look up. I'm like, oh, I guess it can't handle the graphics. Son of a bitch.
No, that thing was rocking like PS2 graphics right there.
Oh, it was awful. But that's what that reminds me of. They released this game on these other consoles where it's stunning, and then they have to unfortunately dumb it down to get with the Switch. But supposedly when the xCloud comes out, because it will be available on the Switch, that it's gonna have the exact same resolution as you would play it on your Xbox, because it's streaming. Yeah. So you just gotta have that 35 megs.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm just shocked that they were able to put all that shit on one cartridge on the Switch. I'm just shocked.
Yeah, I guess you got flash drives now. You have flash drives, or what? You can get a 500 gig flash drive for.
Yeah, but imagine putting this all on a fucking Nintendo Switch cartridge.
Yeah, but it's got to be the same, like, insides, I would figure, as a flash drive, wouldn't it be?
Probably, as like an SD card?
Yeah.
Yeah, most likely, but still, I mean, I can't imagine it being cheap to make.
Oh, no, it's probably not cheap, but because you have 120 some gig SD cards now that
you can get fucking who was it? I think it was SanDisk or Samsung.
Samsung.
Made a terabyte.
Yeah.
Made a terabyte one.
For the
it's like stupid expensive.
The S10 or something.
It's ludicrously expensive, but I mean, you could get it. The Switch supports a 2 terabyte.
Yeah. Mark said it's only 51 gigs on the PC, The Witcher 3, so it's only a 51 gig game.
Okay, but still though.
Yeah.
Still though.
It's hard. It's hard to portray graphics too on a cartridge. Like that's why PlayStation was able to beat the 360. I feel. Because the graphics weren't comparable.
Wait, the PlayStation
The PlayStation
What do you
being
mean?
the like in graphic wise, like the play,
Well,
like
yeah,
it's
and it was
hard to
also
portray
very
graphics
well.
on a card.
And also, I mean, like the PS3 ran Blu-ray too, so it could fit more space.
Yeah, well, that's why like it is crazy that they can put all that onto it, but at the same time,
Oh
it's
yeah.
you would figure that they would know that like you can't really portray good resolution on a cartridge. Like that was a downfall of the 360, and
Well,
it
that was
wasn't a
on a cartridge.
downfall, but like when you compared the graphics between the PlayStation and the Nintendo, um, PlayStation obviously won that battle because they had the discs.
Uh, well, I mean,
So
at the time, Nintendo had a disc because the N64 didn't.
the GameCube, yeah, they did.
The GameCube had discs. Yeah.
The mini
Let me
discs,
see. Oh yeah.
dude, I used to fucking love those. When I finally found those at the store, I could buy them and play in the same exact thing.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Those are fucking epic.
Let me see. Let me take a look real quick to see how the big it is. How big a Nintendo Switch cartridge can hold.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's just the dock, the controllers, the Joy-Con straps, Joy-Con grip. Don't care about that. Oh, I guess we can look at the size reveals for the games, the download list.
That works.
So, let's see here. Let's see. It looks like Breath of the Wild takes up 13.4 gigabytes of storage. So,
I guess that makes sense. Not
at
that graphically
the,
intensive.
at the time that was the biggest game
Okay.
at launch. So,
At the same size as Fortnite.
yeah. So you got to think, though, taking a 51 gigabyte game and smushing it down to the size of, let's say, like 14 gigabytes
Yeah,
or 15 gigabytes, that's a goddamn achievement.
it is.
If anything, CD Projekt should win a fucking award for just being able to do this.
I'm assuming as this console moves on and they're releasing two more of them that they'll be able to support better graphics down the road.
Oh yeah,
So
definitely. Like the technology is going to get cheaper
yeah,
for them to make larger game cartridges.
oh yeah,
They're going to be able to do stuff with the CPU and stuff through firmware updates that will be able to deliver more graphically intensive stuff at better resolutions and better frame rates. Because like one of the updates, I think one of the last updates for the Switch that came out actually overclocks the CPU a little bit.
yeah. I've seen something about that, which I had to actually update mine. I haven't turned mine on in a fat minute. I feel like I abandoned it.
Yeah. Oh man, I ever since getting Hollow Knight, I'm like, man, I really love my Switch. I go through phases where it's like, man, I love the Switch, but then at the same time, I won't touch it for like days, weeks, hell, even at sometimes months. I don't even touch the fucking thing. But then I go, hey, I'm in the mood to play. Oh, hey, look, Octopath Travelers is out. Let me play that shit. Or, hey, man, let me play Mario Odyssey because that just came out, or Kirby Star Allies, and I just play that solely for a while. It comes and goes in phases.
Oh yeah. You want me to go on one?
No, I got two more real quick.
Okay. No, go ahead.
So we're just recovering from the E3 hangover.
Yep. Kind of.
Kind of. We have confirmed dates for E3 of next year. It's going to be June 9th through the 11th.
Something to think about if we have the
Something
money.
to definitely think
like,
about. Yeah.
Live. An IRL
That'd be
stream.
cool. In a fucking bathroom.
Bathroom. Get
We could
banned,
have the
baby.
entire podcast in the fucking bathroom of the LA Convention Center there.
For those who don't know what we're talking about, epic big time streamer Dr. Disrespect did an IRL, which an IRL stands for in real life. So basically, you have a camera following you, streaming online live. He did a whole thing at E3, huge. Dude's very popular, probably 20,000 plus per stream. Decides to go to the bathroom, and the cameraman follows him in the bathroom. And in California, it is illegal
It is super
to film in a public area because it's an invasion of privacy. So the cameraman films him pissing, basically swings around the whole bathroom, gets a 13-year-old boy peeing on camera live in front of thousands of people.
That's big old oopsies.
And he got banned from Twitch.
That's a big old oopsies.
There's not saying, and he had about he was one of the top 5 biggest streamers on Twitch in terms of being followed. I think he had a couple million people. But yeah, it doesn't say how long he's banned for, but he is.
Well, I guess it's time for him to start his Mixer career.
Exactly. Anyways, go ahead about the E3 stuff. That's something to
yeah,
think
so
about too. If we could go, that'd be
definitely-
fucking epic.
That would be fucking epic. Last thing is that we have reached an end of an era.
Bum, bum, bum.
Here are the last 23 Xbox One backwards compatibility games.
Oh, before the new one.
Before the fuck it, I don't want this goddamn ad, Forbes. Actual investors, I don't care about actual investors. So here are the last 23 games. Oh my god, Forbes, stop. Stop. Stop putting like 15 ads on me. Go away. Oh my god, there's another one.
Ah!
I had like 3 playing ads at the same time.
Fucking
And
hilarious.
then I have shit on the side. I have an ad for Jewel.
I see that. I loaded something on
Fucking get
Forbes,
off my
and I had a fucking picture of
Bargain
her too.
outlet, surplus warehouse. I can upgrade my kitchen and save, yo. But anyway, Xbox original games that are getting going to be backwards compatible. We got Armed and Dangerous, Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb, Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy. That's a great game. Splinter Cell Pandora Tomorrow, Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, Splinter Cell Double Agent, and Unreal Championship 2. Those are the Xbox originals.
Okay.
And here are the 360 ones. Azura's Wrath, Battlefield 2 Modern Combat, which is you can only do that physical if you have the actual disc. Enchanted Arms,
Okay.
Enslaved Odyssey to the West, Far Cry Classic, Far Cry Instincts Predator, Infinite Discovery, physical only, Peter Jackson's King Kong, physical only, which was a
That was a
launch
good
title
one.
for the 360.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Prince of Persia: The Forgotten Sands. Oh, Skate.
Dude, I fucking love Prince of Persia and the Forgotten Sands.
Star Ocean Last Hope. You need the disc for that though. Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix.
Okay.
Syndicate. Unreal Tournament 3. And there's a weird one. 2 Human. Do you remember that game?
Yeah.
By Silicon Knights?
Yeah, I remember that.
So it's a little weird. There's a catch to it. So it's free to download right now
Okay.
if you want to. But only for a week. Only for a week. So, backstory here, real quick. Silicon Knights got into big old trouble with 2 Human because they were using the Unreal 3 engine without licensing it by Epic. So that's a big old oopsie doopsies right there. So they were ordered by court to destroy any remaining copies of the game that weren't sold.
Huh.
So the week of 2 Human is that's the longest that Microsoft can give it out.
Wow.
So if you want to play 2 Human, a very mediocre action adventure game, better download that shit now.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Some good news right there. That's fucking
So
sick.
that's pretty cool. That's it that I have for news.
So for those who never met my dog Cyrus, he's a Rottweiler. My other
I
dog
met Cyrus.
My other dog Sadie is usually the one that's always in here.
I met Cyrus once.
She is absolutely crazy. So kind of diving right in, kind of going off that
Let's just jump right into it.
Fortnite that was going on. So Fortnite almost was canceled.
Yeah, it was.
The old director of Epic Games said before he left the company, he almost shut down the making of Fortnite. And basically, he said that he didn't think the game was going to be big. This was back in 2012 when it was still being made. That he almost shut down production of it because he didn't think that it was going to go anywhere. It wasn't going to do anything.
Was he wrong.
He ultimately ended up leaving the company. The game was released, and last year it did $2.6 billion. So
Boy, was he about to make a big old oopsie doopsies for Epic.
I can't even imagine. Well, I guess we wouldn't even have known what would happen if he'd have canceled it. So
Man, Ninja wouldn't have been popular. Oh no.
that's true. I wonder how gaming itself would be different right now if Fortnite never released. We'd never have a battle royal.
Well, no. PUBG was big.
Yeah, that's true. That was before Fortnite, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Different company. But would it have gotten as big because Fortnite is what made basically what drew people's attention to battle royals outside of PUBG.
It probably wouldn't. It probably wouldn't have been as big as it is now. Probably like every company wouldn't be making a battle royale game.
He said if he would have stayed with the company, not left, that he would have absolutely canceled Fortnite. He didn't like the idea. He didn't like the project, but he ended up leaving. It was called Save the World at the time. But he ended up leaving, so it wasn't his choice anymore. And then he realized what he did. H1Z1 too, Mark said. I forgot about that.
H1Z1.
That's what made
Minecraft, Hunger Games.
Yeah. H1Z1 is what Ninja started. For those who didn't know.
Yeah.
I'll talk about Cyberpunk and Keanu Reeves
Okay.
in a second.
Reeves.
A couple other things. GTA Online is adding a luxury casino. One of the newest updates. It's getting a huge ass casino in the middle of Vinewood. Huge. Basically, you're going to be able to gamble, do everything a casino could do, and supposedly they are also releasing a heist.
Nice.
That will allow you to rob it. The online part, this is kind of cool. Online has basically made this game relevant. It is responsible for continually selling extremely well after 6 years after launch. It's been 6 years since GTA 5 launched. Insane. Over 100 million copies have been sold.
It's their most successful game to date.
Yep. Unreal. And I know we've had this conversation a couple times, but having a game that's been relevant that long and had this much success is unheard of.
So to put it into perspective, GTA San Andreas is the most popular, or is the best-selling PS2 game of all time.
Yep.
Do you want to take a guess on how many copies that sold on PS2?
Probably something stupid.
Just take a wild guess.
20 million.
17, a little bit over 17 million.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And that GTA 5 has done over 100 million, and they're still releasing stuff to it. Like I said, they're
still doing stuff.
They're adding a huge ass casino.
It's still profitable, so why the hell not?
Yeah. Yeah, the luxury casino, that's all they said. But yeah, you'll be able to play, gamble, and supposedly down the road, like I said, there will be a heist that allows you to what's that movie called? Not Rainbow, Ocean's 12.
Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12.
Ocean's 11, Ocean's 13, the casino.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking awesome.
That would be rad. I would love that.
Separate, I don't know why I had this up because I wanted to watch the trailer. They're making a Shining sequel. Stephen King's The Shining. It's called Doctor Sleep. It's got Ewan McGregor as the main character. For those,
I love Ewan McGregor.
So we kind of missed the movie news. It wasn't anything special. For movies, Men in Black came out, but then everything was super underwhelming. And then next week is Toy Story 4, which people are calling it the year of Keanu Reeves. For those who don't know,
it is.
He's in Cyberpunk, which everyone
John Wick
agrees that he won E3 for being in E3, which no one was expecting. James was saying they literally kept him a secret. Like hidden the whole entire time because they didn't want it leaked at all.
He wasn't even out there for like the dry reads for the dry runs for E3, that press conference.
So that's pretty awesome. He is John Wick, which actually made a milestone, almost $300 million, 61% increase from John Wick 2, which is the largest increase from a movie to a movie in history.
Yeah,
which is pretty awesome. He is also in Toy Story 4.
Yep.
He is
He plays as a Canadian stuntman.
yep, he is Canada's greatest stuntman, Duke Kaboom. There's a clip out there if you go read it, if you go watch it. It's freaking hilarious. Um, but yeah, it's epic. And for speaking of Cyberpunk, his character has the second most um, dialogue in Cyberpunk the game, meaning that his character plays a huge part into this game.
Nice.
And in one of the E3 after segments, the interviews and stuff, they kind of leaked that he may sing in
Oh,
Cyberpunk
nice.
because his
I can dig
character is like a rock star-ish
I can
type
dig it.
character. So that's pretty cool. I would love to see him sing. I guess he did in Bill and Ted's Adventure. I never watched those movies,
Yeah, but that was that long ago. That was a while
um,
ago.
so going from there, kind of else movie news. Samuel L. Jackson said he wants to play Mace Windu in a Star Wars movie again.
Nice.
He says he wants to have one more go at it, as that was a very iconic character, and he's hoping he can get it done. Um, oh, what else we got here? Wastelanders, Fallout 76.
Yeah.
So they came out and said the only reason why they are getting the NPCs and they are continuing to release stuff is because of the Fallout 76 community.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, the community is very strong. They are very dedicated to this game, and because of that, that is why uh, Bethesda is releasing more content. It's strictly because of the community. Um, it's they said the community is undoubtedly vocal about this game. They're passionate, and it's because of them we heard them, and we're moving forward with new content to make it even better.
Well, that's good. That's really good.
Yeah, so they had no intentions of even releasing Wastelanders originally. They had no intentions of it, but they heard the community loud and clear, and it helped them gear them towards that direction, which is now why they're releasing it. So it says Bethesda is listening to what the players want to see and what they want to do. Hopefully, that's a sign of good things on the horizon. Um, so if you are hoping to get reinvested in Fallout 76, now might be a good time to jump in.
Now's your chance. Now's my chance to dust off my copy that's been sitting. I don't even know where the fuck it is anymore.
I wish Schroeder's on because I wanted to tell him that because I thought that was pretty cool. That the community is the reason why they're doing what they did. Before I get into Avengers, the game, I'll talk about a little more Final Fantasy. So,
Okay.
like I was saying earlier, if E3 does like behind the closed doors interviews, like after the fact, the interviews they don't do with people, like they don't do it in front of everybody, which I think is stupid because a lot of this information I feel like should be released at the time, but it is what it is. So, you know how they were saying how it's going to be two Blu-rays, remember?
Yeah.
So, the two Blu-rays are for Midgar only.
Yep. I don't doubt it.
So, they are taking the game and they are expanding on Midgar. And they are making it so large and so much you can do because in theory Midgar is the iconic place of the game.
Oh yeah.
So they wanted to really explore that. So the two games that are releasing, the two Blu-ray games, full-length games is literally strictly Midgar.
You got to think each game is probably going to be each there's probably going to be three games, three sets. So that's like 6 discs right there. So, because you got to think that Final Fantasy VII was like a 3-disc game, right?
Yep. It was Midgar, then it was open area, and then it was more open on the third one. So, but yeah, each installment it's going to be a large, full-fledged game. He didn't say how many games are going to be released because he didn't want to go into that, but he just said, just know we are actively working on the next game already. What
So
that'll
it'll only
entail.
be like another 8 years for that. I read an article where they're gonna
Pump them out
optimize.
sooner.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Midgar is gonna be a two games, just that by itself, which is awesome.
Stupid. That's stupid.
It is. It's fucking like that's insane. So, which means they're gonna put a lot of work into that. I can't even imagine how big. Like, I don't even want to know how many games this is gonna be in total. If two full Blu-rays are literally one area. Um,
Yeah, I think it's gonna be 6. I'm gonna
so
put my bets there now.
so my thing is in the original Final Fantasy you can explore everything on disc 3.
Yeah,
So because this game is so large, do you think that basically the game is going to be broken up into discs? So disc 1 and 2, the game, you can only explore Midgar. You go to disc 3 and 4, you can only explore this half of the world. Disc
probably.
4 and 5, you can only explore this half of the world, but in none of them can you explore everything. Because
Probably.
because the original Final Fantasy, you could take the plane or the airplane or whatever, and you fly around to everything.
Yeah,
Uh,
probably. That's probably how it's gonna be.
I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I'm a fan of that because then it doesn't make it a true open world game.
Well, I mean, you have each one of these segments that are completely open.
Yeah, but then you have to pop the other game in if you want to go to someplace else. We'll
Yeah, to
see.
continue on the story.
Yeah,
Because remember, this is an open. This is not an open world game.
no, it's not.
It's an action RPG at its heart,
Yeah.
or it's an RPG at its heart.
Um. So um that'll be interesting to see how they do. He didn't release any more details on how the rest of the games are going to play out. But they said they are actively working on the next segment, and they did not say where you go from there. If it follows in order, um, once you leave Midgar, you basically then have to go explore the world to find the rest of the characters.
Yeah.
Um, so it's gonna be interesting. He said they couldn't make a same for same replica of the game. He said
No.
not one person that is working on the game would even be remotely interested in doing it unless they changed it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so just expect quite a few discs and a very long period before you get the final one. As well as they said, by the time it's all said and done, it'll most likely be readily available for the PS5, which it should be anyways, because PS5 is supposed to be backwards compatible. So,
Yeah.
will they release like a collector's edition with every game strictly for the PS5?
Probably.
Maybe.
Probably.
Um, so we'll see how that plays out. Um, and then the Avengers. Didn't get the reaction that people were hoping for. It was almost like a
everyone's fucking wrong.
Sonic the Hedgehog type concept. So a lot of people were upset about the character designs, and they criticized them. Um, they were extremely bland. They didn't like the voices.
Oh, fuck off.
Things like that. So, given the outcry, they asked Square Enix, "Will you change the character designs based on the criticism?" Kind of like what happened with Sonic the Hedgehog. They said absolutely not.
No, fam.
We are always listening and welcoming feedback in our community, but there is no plans to change any of the designs or the voices of the characters.
Good. Good.
So they
Because
are
the voices are fantastic.
so they are leaving it exactly how it is. The
Good.
level of detail and overall polish of the character models will obviously continue to improve. So like the rendering and stuff like that, the crispness, obviously that'll change.
Because that was probably like beta or alpha footage.
Yeah, so
when they
that'll
showed off.
change. Um, because obviously you weren't seeing the actual game. And they never once considered using the actual characters, the actual voices from the movies for the game.
Good. 'Cause it's a separate thing.
Yeah, so they never once considered using that, and I think that's what a lot of people were expecting, myself included, unfortunately. Is so like, oh, okay. I don't know why I thought that, but I just did. Um, so the beta will be for the PS4. When it first comes out, um, when the actual like demo and stuff, like the free beta goes live, it'll only be for the PS4.
Okay.
And then the actual release date, it'll be for the other consoles.
Everything.
And also they have not said whether or not if Final Fantasy is being released on the other consoles or not. Currently, it is
No.
only for PS4.
We did, however, hear about a game that I fucking called it in a heartbeat about Phantasy Star Online 2.
Yep.
I forget his name. Greg Miller, I think it was from I think Giant Bomb.
Yeah.
He interviewed Phil Spencer.
Yep.
And basically, they were just shooting the shit. And one of the things that came up is about Phantasy Star Online 2. And he's like, yeah, pretty much. Phil Spencer said, yeah, it's not an exclusive, like not at all. But we're just happy to be finally working with Sega again.
So that's good.
Yeah, I fucking knew it. It wasn't news to me.
Yeah, and it wouldn't make any sense that it would be anyways. The last piece of Avengers. So kind of some confusing about the multiplayer. So the game has a core single-player storyline that you'll be playing alone, jumping between Avengers automatically as the story continues and actions narrate it. So if you have
Good.
a part where you have to go fly, the game will automatically switch you to Iron Man.
Good.
If you need to destroy something, it'll
I like
switch you
that.
to the Hulk. Crystal Dynamics, who did Tomb Raider, so they wanted to get the story straight, as a lot of people thought that it was going to be a campaign that you could play online with everybody else. So the game will indeed feature 4-player co-op, though as you push through the campaign, you will unlock side missions. And the side missions is where the cooperative elements of the game will be introduced. And these missions, you'll be able to choose your Avenger you want to play as before jumping in with friends to tackle the objection. It will also be confirmed that if you are not interested in multiplayer, you can play the side missions by yourself.
I like that. I like that a lot.
So it's not a full-fledged multiplayer story cooperative game, as some thought.
I know
Um,
you're disappointed in that.
I am. I thought it was
Because
gonna.
you're just disappointed in everything with this game.
I am. So they
That's
haven't.
my fucking shtick, damn it.
So they haven't released more on what they may or may not change with that. But it's kind of. I feel me and James are gonna talking about it. I feel it's gonna be like a GTA thing, where you have the storyline, where you can play by yourself, and then you have like the GTA Online, or the Avengers Online, which then means though if it's only mission based, I don't think you'd be able to free roam the home city,
Probably not.
which is whatever. It'll be cool, but it is what it is. And the last thing that I have is that Amazon laid off dozens of game developers, as Amazon did.
Okay.
Amazon is now going through a restructure and reorganization for their gaming sector of their company, because they eventually want to release their own version of the Google Stadia. So supposedly things aren't going the way they wanted, and so they didn't announce how many people they laid off, but they are kind of reorganizing how they're going about releasing their games and their streaming platform that they want to release.
They realize how expensive it is.
Yep. So
Most likely.
hopefully we get more information on that, and kind of go from there. But that's all the news I have.
All right, let's take a look at the releases because we haven't in a while.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so for the week of the 16th, we have Mini Mech Mayhem coming out on June 18th for the PS4. Mars Alive for the PS4 coming out the same day. Why the fuck is there's this person like right in front of my backyard?
I know. I keep seeing you look out the window.
Yeah. Citizens of Space coming out the 18th for PC and PS4. Another site is coming out for the Xbox One the same day. Lovely Planet 2, April Skies is coming out for the Linux and PC on the same day. A new fucking Leisure Suit Larry game is coming out called Wet Dreams Don't Dry, coming out on PS4. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night is finally coming out on PS4 and PC. A game called Crystal Crisis is coming out that day. On PS4, I see Astro Boy there, so that's pretty neat. Vacation Simulator, the sequel to Job Simulator, I'll probably pick that up. Coming out for PS4. Luna coming out for PS4. All those are on the 18th. On the 19th, Anquia Lost coming out for the Xbox One. another site coming out for PS4. Mew 20th, we have games like Super Neptunia RPG, okay? That's coming out for the PC. My Friend Pedro coming out for the Switch and PC. Slender the Arrival coming out for the PC. 21st, we have Captain Cat coming out for the Switch and Xbox One. Crash Team Racing Nitro Refueled coming out for the PS4.
I wonder
and
how
Switch.
good that's gonna do.
Probably great.
Crash Team game, that Crash Team
Probably
Racing.
great.
It was.
Probably
I thought it was
fantastic.
huge. I liked that game back in the day.
24th, Heavy Rain comes out on the PC, unfortunately. Senran Kagura Reflection comes out on the PC, but most importantly, next. Oh, I guess that's past the week though.
The
But,
week after, though, I know you're getting that.
Next fucking Tuesday, Judgment comes out, people. The new game from Yakuza Studios, Ryogakukan Studios.
Never
I'm
mind.
fucking hyped. I got that shit on lock.
I thought you were talking about Mario Maker 2.
Oh no, that doesn't come out for a hot minute.
It comes out next
That
Friday.
comes
Never
out-
mind. Wrong day.
The 28th.
Yep.
I'm gonna be fucking off. Hell yeah. 'Cause I know what I'm doing on the 25th and 26th.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, the Bring Them Home reminded me of it. What's that game that where you basically explore the world? That was explore the universe. That was horrible, and no one thought it was the game they
No
thought.
Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky, because they were releasing the multiplayer mode finally.
Yeah.
A bunch of people actually got a petition and got it passed to actually they have a billboard outside the game studios that said that it's thanking the company for the multiplayer mode.
I thoroughly enjoyed the game when it was out originally.
The multiplayer mode it's got a lot of people hyped. So
Yeah, the game has really changed over the past few years.
yeah, it's got a lot of people
Like it
hyped for that.
definitely has.
I mentioned this because I know there were so many people that were pissed off,
Oh yeah, there was a lot of people butthurt about it. Like a lot of people
demanding
butthurt.
refunds, everything.
Yeah, it was sad. There was a lot of people upset about it.
Oh, there was. Well, because everyone thought it was something you could explore the universe with your friends, and
Yeah.
you couldn't.
Well, that's what they kind of marketed as.
They did hardcore. They marketed it as, and then when you realize that you and your friend were on the same universe, and then magically, that guy doing something sketchy or something.
I have no fucking idea. I'm just kind of looking.
Do you live
'Cause-
like in a badder part of town?
No, not really. Not at all.
Because there was on the last podcast
The
there was
last
people,
one, there was that.
kids outside
Well,
shining
the
lights in your
last-
window.
yeah, there was that one, and then earlier that day there was just some dude in a truck that was driving around like a bunch of times.
Yeah.
It's
What
probably
the
some
hell?
like fucking neighbor or something. Like I have no fucking clue. I'm a little curious.
That's some scary shit.
It is. Yeah, I'm like not in a bad part of town at all.
Okay, that's
I
what I
don't
was
know why.
like. I hope not. I'd be very sad and very scared for you.
Pray for me.
I know, right? So what do you want to do?
I don't know. Are you down for some questions? See if we can't get anyone Q&A.
Yeah. So,
Alright.
got any more news? So, if anybody has any questions,
Questions,
shout them
drop
out.
them in the
Anyone,
chat.
anyone watching?
All right, that person left.
Did they?
That car left.
So, anybody watching has any questions for us? Shout them out, and we'll answer them live on the Level Unlock podcast.
Someone's probably trying to dox me.
Go on my my Twitch and ask her, my other Twitch account and ask her a question. I don't know why I just didn't use that and change the name.
Yeah, I don't know why either.
Whatever. I think I tried, and the URL had to be Jaywalker15, even though my name was Captain Geach.
Huh.
So how many people you got on? Anybody on YouTube?
I got one person on YouTube, 4 people on Twitch.
Nice.
So if anyone ask us anything.
So
I put in the tags AMA.
any
So,
questions you want to ask, doesn't matter what kind
any
of question it
questions.
is.
well, maybe nothing like
Nothing sexual.
nothing. Well, I mean,
Could be, I
not
guess. It doesn't
necessarily
matter.
that. I mean, it can be. You know. I don't care. I'll talk about sex.
What does AMA even mean?
Ask me anything.
Ah,
Boom. Yeah, there you go.
I knew that. I'm gonna do that
Yeah,
too.
sure.
Mark says, are we playing any fun games this week?
Are we? I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, I'm gonna be off, so I don't know what I'm gonna be playing. I'll probably play more Days Gone. I probably will. I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead yet.
Speaking of days, the days of our lives,
Great show.
GTA server. If you are interested in
Not even a
joining
thing.
that,
Not even a fucking thing.
yeah, it's Days of Our Life. It's Mark's server.
Yeah, no. Then I said great show,
Oh, whatever.
and I heard then nothing. You just kind of like completely just
Because
no
it was
showed it.
no, because that show was fucking trash. So if you
My
guys want
grandmother watched that and Young and the Restless.
my mom still watches that shit. I go out there and I'm like, oh, this is acting is so bad. But a good part of that Days of Our Lives thing is the GTA 5 server. So make sure that if you are interested, you hit us up, Level Unlock Podcast. You message myself, James or Schroeder, Mark, Mark Dude 701701. Get the application. Let's get you signed up. Let's get you in.
Or you could just message us. It'd probably be easier, and then we relay the message.
Well, yeah, I said that, but I was just adding him as well. So, but in terms of fun games, no, I don't got any games I want to play, unfortunately. May play Call of Duty Uno.
I know I'm going to be playing Yakuza 0, Resident Evil 4, and Samurai Warriors 4 Empires.
There you go.
And fucking Judgment. I know exactly what I'm doing on Tuesday.
What?
Playing fucking
Oh, yeah.
Judgment
There you go.
all day. Dude, like, that's going to be a long-ass stream.
For those who are watching, Mark did post in my Discord the link to, not the Discord, he posted in my Twitch chat a link to the Discord. I don't know if you say it over on the podcast, if it actually changes, because don't those links change?
I think so.
Yeah.
Possibly.
But nevertheless, though, make sure you go check that out. Shit's fucking awesome. And the only real thing I can see us playing is we all play together is Uno.
Yeah, probably Uno. Maybe jump into Call of Duty or something.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Play the new one. Mark said it won't expire, so it's https colon / discord discord.gg / mhfevp6. That's discord.gg / mhfevp6.
You got it wrong. You forgot the HTTP : //
Do you need that though?
I don't know. You said it the first time.
Well, I did. I was reading the whole thing out, but you never know. So that is the Discord. If you'd like to join the Days of Our Lives server, make sure you check that out, guys. There's a lot going on there, a lot to do.
There is.
I mentioned to see what the World War Z update that we just got is. Because they're supposed to be releasing a new character and new maps. So
yeah, fuck, I don't care.
Well, I know you
that
don't.
That shit's still saying that deleted.
So
I'll pop it up. One of these days, I'm just gonna pop it up on my alt account, like an alt account.
Oh yeah.
And be like, it'll be like, hello, this is Yamez here, playing a video game. Just my alt Twitch account. Yamez Gaming. The fuck are you looking at?
I got some. I'm looking at my emotes. I got a bunch of weird ones. I got a bunch of Pokemon.
Nice.
Huh.
I can dig it.
Unlocked. I think that's these Tim the Tatmans. Maybe. I don't know. Cause there's a bunch of Pokemon.
Possibly.
They're all Pokemon. I don't know if I was watching somebody and somebody's. I'll have to check my shit.
You a sub.
And someone gifted me a sub, so you unlocked a bunch of emotes. Yeah, I got a ton of Pokemon.
Nice.
Huh, that's kind of cool. I can't wait for Final Fantasy, man. I feel bad because I haven't finished playing Kingdom Hearts. I still don't know the ending to that game.
I know the ending. You don't want to know the ending.
It just got boring. I don't know why. Like I wasn't excited. I wasn't as excited as I thought I was gonna be.
Listen, Walker. If you enjoy Kingdom Hearts as a series, do not fucking beat that game.
Those are my favorite games of all time, and that's why
do not beat Kingdom Hearts 3.
That's what everyone says.
It is bad, dude. Other than the teaser for the next game, it's bad.
Yeah, that's like I love the whole
And you
um
probably won't even understand the ending either.
probably not.
The thing.
I
It's
love
a
the
very
whole
obscure reference.
singing Frozen. Jeremy Miller was on stream with me when I was singing it. That was fucking hilarious. And then I haven't played it after that. So,
Yeah, good.
Mark
Just
wants to know what's our
keep it that way.
favorite conspiracy theories.
Well, probably one of my favorite ones is the aliens. Aliens making the pyramids. That's a pretty good one.
I was thinking about one the other day and I don't remember what it was. Oh, it makes me mad. I don't know. I don't truly have a. I
No,
like.
the Obama turning the frickin' frogs gay.
Oh yeah, I fucking heard that. Things like
Anything Alex Jones spews out is my favorite.
I like reading the theories on. I like listening to stupid ones, like when
Oh, yeah, they're
people
great.
like it just makes me scratch my head that some people's conspiracy theories that make me like I was listening to a guy who there's a group of people that think the world is actually in a dome. It's actually in a sphere.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, there's some people that are like that.
That shit makes me scratch my head. The flat earthers. I really don't get into that kind of stuff, but um, I like reading the ones about like 9/11,
Oh yeah.
like the towers and stuff shouldn't have fell the way they shouldn't have
Yep. Jet
fallen.
fuel can't melt steel beams.
They shouldn't have fallen the way they did, and like collapse like this way, and they should have tipped over.
9/11 was caused by Obama.
No, it was George W. Bush.
No, it was Obama.
Everything was Obama.
My favorite thing ever, probably in Obama's presidency, is he posted like a video on Twitter or something like that, and he like knocked over a cup of water, and he just goes, "Thanks, Obama."
Yeah, he did a bunch of those. I saw when he was eating a chocolate chip cookie and a glass of milk, and he goes to put the cookie in the milk and didn't fit. Looks at the cookie and goes, "Thanks, Obama," and just
Yeah.
throws the cookie down.
I
That
love
was
that
funny.
man. I love that man. He's so precious.
Yeah, I can't for the life of me remember what this conspiracy theory was that I was thinking. Um, I really don't remember.
I don't know about conspiracy theories, but man, can I not wait for fucking Elon Musk to make Waifu's Real and Cat Girls. I can't wait for it, man.
There you go.
I'll be first in line. I'll be like, "Yo, give me my waifu, dude."
Is no, Walt Disney frozen in ice? Do you believe that? He's cryogenically frozen?
No, not at all.
Yeah,
No.
me either.
It's
I
Michael
remember-
Jackson chronologically or cryogenically frozen.
No,
Okay.
no.
So there you go. That's what I think about Walt Disney too.
I remember that was a big one though. That
Yeah, underneath Disney World.
yep,
He's frozen underneath there.
for the one specific reason. I don't know if we can say on Twitch until certain people
Certain group of people
no
are
longer
no
exist.
longer around.
Yeah.
Boy, howdy, would is Walt Disney rolling in his fucking grave now?
Oh my god, that'd be so fucking hilarious.
What do you
if
mean?
that was-
There's all these profanities in my movies.
Or the Family Guy is all the dead? No, put me back in. Oh man, what's your favorite non like anime TV show? Like
So
anime like in
animated.
yeah like not including like your Lion April, but you can include
Oh.
Family Guy. Like so you know how there's
So
there's a difference
like
in
American animation,
yeah like there's
Western
a difference.
animation.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So what are we talking here? Are we talking about like, do things like Samurai Jack count as an anime?
Yeah.
Okay. I would probably say, are we talking about ones that are on now or
It don't matter.
have been? I really liked growing up what was it? The Chowder
Okay.
on Cartoon Network, and what is it? Flapjack.
Yeah, those are funny.
Just because of how much of an acid trip they were to watch. What about you?
Um, so I won't include Dragon Ball Z because that's kind of like the same. Would you consider that the same anime style as Your Lie in April?
I mean, it's a fucking anime.
That's true. Then Family Guy. Uh, Family Guy, Futurama.
I I can't fucking believe.
What?
I cannot fucking believe that you asked me, does Dragon Ball count as an anime?
That's
I
true.
cannot even. I can't comprehend it. Of fucking course it's an anime. You
um,
fucking idiots.
those two I loved. I love like Courage the Cowardly Dog from
Oh, Courage is the best.
um Dexter's Lab. I used to watch all that shit.
All the old Cartoon Network stuff is great.
Oh, it's phenomenal. What about you,
Powerpuff
chat?
Girls.
I used to watch all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Anything
me too.
on not so much Nickelodeon. I was a Cartoon Network person.
Me too. Me too. That was during like the like the late '90s, early 2000s era.
Yeah, the Cartoon Network
The
I think had it all. The only real thing that Nickelodeon had was SpongeBob.
Yeah, and they also had their live action stuff.
Yeah, all
Like Drake
that
and Josh, all that. Oh, I did like on fuck. What was it? On Nickelodeon, it was the one where it was the brother and sister. It was animated, and it would just show a whole bunch of like shorts, like cartoon shorts. Ah, fuck. What was it called?
Not Hey Arnold.
Not Hey Arnold. Hey
Hey-
Arnold was great though.
Hey Arnold was on Nickelodeon though.
Yeah, Hey Arnold. Rocko's Modern Life was great.
Yeah, I
Oh
love that.
shit! What was the? Let me Google this shit because it's gonna be bothering me.
I know what you're talking about. I hated All Real Monsters.
I have an All Real Monsters game on the Super Nintendo.
I hated that show. I used to like it, but then I was like, no, that's awful. What-
Nickelodeon.
What was your what you guys is who were watching your favorite show that's not considered like an actual
Show.
anime?
What the fuck is it? Nickelodeon
I used to like
animated clip show.
I don't know.
Fuck, what? Okay, here we go. List of programming from Nickelodeon.
Now there's a bunch of fucking weird shows, Adventure Time and all that weird
Yeah.
crap.
There is. Oh, that's current programming. I don't want current
Ed,
programming.
Ed and Eddie, I would say probably one of my favorite
Ed
of all
Eddie
times.
was really good. Former variety programs, maybe? Netflix.
Yeah, that probably was my favorite. One of my favorite shows of all time was Ed, Ed and Eddie. I used to actually make the plank, the piece of wood.
Oh yeah, Plank.
Whenever I could find it, I'd make that piece of wood.
What the? Oh man, this is taking me back.
I know, just looking at all the
Oh,
shows.
you remember Nick Arcade
Yeah,
and like Double Dare? That was
Yep.
great. Legends of the Hidden Temple. I forgot about that shit.
they actually had.
There's a website out there. I forget what it's called, but what it does is it just shows a whole bunch. It just on 24-hour loop, just old Nickelodeon TV shows.
Legend of the Hidden Temple was actually rebooted.
Really?
It's
Nice.
I don't remember the girl's name who does it now, but Johnny Bravo, I love that one. Cow and Chicken,
Angry Beavers,
I remember Angry Beavers.
Invader Zim.
Grim and Evil,
Oh yeah.
Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I've always wanted to watch the Clone Wars, the Star Wars Clone Wars, because I guess there's a lot of information. Isn't that still on right now?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen that, but I guess there's a lot of stuff in that from like characters and shit.
Oh yeah. Good Burger.
I remember that.
That was a good movie. What the fuck is it called?
Keenan Thompson and whatever the other guy's name was.
Yeah.
Which is funny how one went on to become like super big and the other one did nothing. Keenan Thompson's still on. Keenan and Kel. That's what the show was.
He is. Yeah, Keenan and Kel.
Yeah, Keenan Thompson's on SNL. He's like the main one. He's been on there for years. I don't recognize any of these Rugrats. I remember that show from a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
I used to watch all those shows. What else we got here? Rugrats the movie. I remember that one. I remember when that came out.
That was big.
That was huge. Reptar bars. What's that store that sells the Reptar bars?
FYE.
FYE, yeah. Didn't we get one, Nicole? A Reptar bar? I'm pretty sure we bought them. I thought they were. I think she liked them. I thought they were gross. They legit turn your tongue green, though.
Yeah, they do.
That's funny. Ultimate favorite. You could ever go wrong with Looney Tunes.
No, you can't go wrong with Looney Tunes.
Do you remember when they used to have that? It was like 48-hour Looney Tune marathon.
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't remember the bugs something. I don't remember what it was called, but it was something summer bugs or something like that. I don't remember what it was, but it was in the middle of summer. It was like 48 hours straight of Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
I fucking used to watch that all day, and then I would record it on my VHS player, and never watch that VHS tape again. Could ever go wrong with Bugs Bunny and the Looney Tunes?
No, you cannot. No, you just can't.
Toon Bugs? I don't remember what it was.
Come on.
I don't even think Looney Tunes are even on anymore.
No, it's all like syndication.
Well, yeah, there's a Boomerang, that channel,
Yeah, Boomerang.
which has random shit like that, but... anybody else any questions?
Animated show, brother.
Oh, speaking of one more thing, speaking of Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball
Oh,
Z
yeah,
Kakarot,
how-
the game,
Oh yeah, what about?
it ends at Z.
So it ends after the boo.
Yeah.
It ends at boo.
So if you didn't know, I got, speaking of Dragon Ball Super, I got 25 episodes left. So I got half a year left.
Christ.
It's getting good though. Autonomous. In the American version, instead of being Ultra Instinct, they call it Autonomous Ultra Instinct.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah, they call it Autonomous Ultra Instinct.
That's even worse. Fuck.
Yeah.
What the hell is the name of that goddamn show? It's gonna be bugging me until I'm not gonna be able to sleep.
Yeah, I don't know what it is either. Someone knocking at the door.
It was like they were like almost like cut out characters. It was very like stiff animation, and they had a bunch of different things like different cartoons that they would show. Fuck.
Oh, yep. 1 second.
Okay. I'm gonna be continuously trying to figure this out, because it's really bugging me. Holy shit.
Nicole's gonna sit in for me for a couple minutes. I'm gonna
Okay.
put her on podcast.
Hi, Nicole.
Everyone says hi. I'll be right back in 2 seconds.
Is it, oh yeah, cartoon. Was it on here? No, I don't think so. What was? What the hell's Action League now? I don't remember. Yes. Okay. So kablam! Fucking kablam! Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, I remember Kablam. That was a fucking weird show. Yeah, American sketch comedy television that ran on Nickelodeon from 1996 to 2000. Yeah, because it had things like stop motion with like action figures and stuff. I remember the one where like just the fucking face melted. There's that one dude that had like the melted face. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I finally remembered it.
Okay.
Kablam.
Kablam, yes.
That was it. Yeah.
Yes. I know exactly what you're talking about. That was a good one.
That was great.
Well, good shit. I got no more questions from anybody, so
Yeah,
call
I don't
that
either.
call that a good podcast, I think.
All right.
So thank you everyone for hanging out. Thanks for listening.
Oh, Walker, what's coming up? What's coming out?
Oh, yeah.
What are you gonna be streaming?
So for me,
Where can we
Captain
find you,
underscore Geach 15 on YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Captain Geach 15 on the gram. I do want to start getting more of a frequent schedule again here on streaming. What, I don't know. Hopefully I can find something. Borderlands, the Hamsun collection is free, and I did buy that. Well, download it. It's free. So maybe Borderlands 2. Get a group of people
There
to
you
play
go.
Borderlands 2. This
There
way
you
the
go.
graphics are actually better than when we played Borderlands 1. It's not as choppy.
Yeah.
So maybe that. Maybe,
And there's the new DLC that's out.
yeah. Final Fantasy 14, because I know you bought that. I got it.
Yep.
As well.
Oh, you bought it?
I did.
Nice.
Um,
Good. I haven't even started it up yet.
So maybe we can do that together and start our own thing with that.
Yeah.
Mark said play the prequel, the pre-sequel for Borderlands. He says it's really good. He's playing it right now. Um, so I think that's in the Hainsman collection, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So-
I think it's like 2 in the pre-sequel.
Yeah. So hopefully, I do want to play that because I have it. So mines will not waste it. So one of them.
Okay.
What about you, James?
Oh, well, you can find me on Twitch, where I'm going to be, streaming Judgment when that comes out on the 25th. You're going to be able to see me play Final Fantasy 14 with Walker whenever he decides to do that. You can also watch me play. I haven't played in a hot minute, but I'm going to be playing it, starting it up again probably this week. Days Gone. You're going to be able to watch me play that. If you want to see other games, you can go to youtube.com/peopleIHateStudios, where I'm currently playing Yakuza 0, Samurai Warriors 4 Empires, and Resident Evil 4. We're actually near the end of Resident Evil 4. I'm thinking this next recording session will probably be done with it.
You gonna do
then we
5?
gotta think about... No, not yet. Not quite yet.
Play the eventually. If you do 5, would you play it separate, or would you guys play one as one character, one as the other?
We would do co-op. Yeah,
I gotcha.
we would definitely do co-op.
Nice.
It's more fun that way.
Oh, 100%.
So we're gonna play that eventually, maybe. But yeah, Resident Evil 4 should be almost done, and then I have to figure out what I'm gonna be playing next for that.
Cool.
To take up the Friday time slot. And then you can also find me on Twitter at people810 when you want to see what I'm doing with my life.
Heck yeah. And then from everybody, we thank you. Level Unlock Podcast. You can find the audio-only version, levelunlockpodcast.podbean.com, or anywhere podcasts are available, a.k.a. Spotify, since that seems to be where a lot of our people
Spotify,
come from.
Apple Music,
Yes,
or
Google
Apple
Play.
Podcasts, Google Play.
So thank you everyone for listening. You can find us at, also email us.
Oh, yeah,
Level
email us
Unlock.
questions.
Yes, levelunlockpodcast@gmail.com. And also make sure you follow,
Have you even checked that email in a while?
I checked it last week.
Okay.
And then Level Unlock Podcast at
LVL Unlock Pod on Twitter. That's
Yes.
LVL Unlock Pod.
exactly. So make sure you follow all areas of social media that you can, and we will see you next week. Thank you. Have a good night.
Well, that wasn't bad.